You want to know what's crazy? There's been a lot of doo-doo at Ripple Arm.
There's doo-doo unaccounted for.
You had doo-doo on your bag. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you remember
he
that?
Had doo-doo on his bag. I was like, when you smell, I'm like, yo, where is this smell coming from?
Doo-doo everywhere.
Doo-doo in the parking lot, and Alex accidentally rolled his bag over the doo-doo.
COVID was a fucked up year. Just the whole shit. Yeah,
it was
shitty.
It propelled us. It was shitty.
We here, boy.
Yeah. Ooh. This is the XenHouse podcast.
Yes, sir.
This is episode 26. It's 26. Your boy.
We moving.
Mm-hmm.
The one and only, the biggest, the best, Des Hines.
It's your boy, A. Joe. All this extra shit from Des.
You gotta take a deep breath.
The biggest.
And your boy, Ross B. You know.
That was...
It was
a little better.
It's all right. We're gonna let that slide, Joe.
We back. We here, fellas.
We here.
And today we're gonna talk about something that happened in our past that shaped us where we are now.
Yeah, it shook the world.
What do you want to call this one?
It shook the world.
This is called Riding Dirty.
Riding Dirty.
Riding Dirty 2020.
This kind of riding dirty might not be the same as what you're thinking.
Yeah, it ain't no illegal like registration driving in the car like some folks do. It ain't that.
It's different type of riding dirty. Riding Dirty 2020.
Okay.
So as everyone knows, 2020 we went through pandemic where we were sidelined from our jobs. We had to stay home. And,
quote unquote.
Right? We had to stay home and
on lockdown.
Right, lockdown. We couldn't go
panicking.
out.
Dr. Fauci.
Oh my God.
Right, stop.
Don't start,
Alex.
My bad.
Fuck. My bad.
Drink some milk,
yo. Yeah, come on. Where does dude Bailey's at?
My bad.
So yeah, we were stuck at home allegedly, and the world shut down. For us as trainers, we had to figure it out. Yep. What we were gonna do. I think I stayed home all of 2 days, 1 or 2 days. I said I can't do this. So, what happened next? What transpired from that? In your words, Ross. Right after we got the shutdown, we shut down.
Damn.
Bills.
A lot happened. So
bills had to get paid, Joe.
Yeah, because Yoli and I just purchased our home. And the talks of, starting a family was in the works. And when something like this hit, it's kind of like, yeah, boy, you ain't about to do this. Because now you got to start thinking about, all right, how am I going to keep this roof over my head? I just put 20% down or 10% down on, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about the numbers, but I just put 10% down on this, right? And I don't got no job. It's Friday.
You ain't got no job?
I had no job.
And you got fired.
And I got fired.
We all got fired.
Well, we didn't get fired.
We didn't get fired, but technically, shit. Lockdown was being fired. Essentially.
It's forcing us to stay home.
So we had to figure it out. You know what I mean? It was probably like the first time in a long time I had to put right, left down. I know. We used to troop it, boy, from the west side to the east side. I had to put my right foot and my left foot, 10 toes down and just get the thinking. And collectively, I think we all just kind of was like, yo, we just gotta figure it out. It's time to make that move. You know what I'm saying? It's time.
It was time before.
But
when 2020 hit, March of 2020, it was about 3 years ago, it was time. And I think
it was really a wake-up call.
The first thing we started doing was there were folks that wanted to train, and they were like, our home gym is shut down. Let's go outside. So I remember you being outside.
Yep.
March of 2020. Explain how that went for you, being outside in March.
Had clients reach out personally, asking to train, right? I personally wasn't trying to go to anyone's home. Wasn't trying to be around that. Because obviously, COVID thing, it was new. No one knew what the hell was going on. Everyone was guessing.
Yeah.
So I just tried to make sure I put myself in the best situation where I didn't, at the time we had Blaney. Blaney was 1. So didn't want to get sick, bring it home. So
Lainey was outside.
She was outside.
Yo, now I think about
But she
it,
was
Lainey
with us.
was outside
She
with
was
us.
with us. Yeah. 'Cause who else is?
Laney was outside before that whole saying outside.
Facts.
I'm outside.
Yo, Lainey was outside.
Lainey was outside. So she was hanging out with us. But yeah, so people were doing stuff either in the garage, driveway. And then at the time, Ripwam was the only field that was available to the public.
But that was later because
But that was
initially
later, but initially-
Stanford High was open.
Yeah,
Stanford High was open.
but originally it was, we had clients reaching out, talk from Scarsdale to Westport to
Fairfield,
Norwalk, Fairfield,
Buchanan,
New
Greenwich.
Canaan.
Greenwich.
The radius was out of control in regards to home visits, essentially, and driveway workouts. So we're outside. If it was a rainy day, it wasn't happening, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was sunny and nice, which worked out perfect in March. But yeah, you just had to figure it out. All the equipment was in the car.
Yeah.
Well, even before we got to that point, as time moved on and we realized, all right, we're going to be outside.
Mhm.
We're going to be at Ripawam.
Things started
Right?
really getting serious.
Yeah.
I think at that point where we realized like we weren't going out, like we weren't going back inside.
Anytime soon.
Because remember, it was like an in between, right?
Yeah.
It was like
They said we're gonna go back in 2 weeks.
We're gonna go back in 2 weeks.
And then they kept pushing it, and then numbers kept getting
crazier and crazier.
And it was like
People were
everyone was
falling
guessing. People were, oh my God, like not to, I got my personal beliefs with this whole COVID thing.
We're gonna
But
save
we're not
that
gonna
for
go there.
another-
But everyone, panicking
save that for
and
another.
this stuff. So, everyone was being really cautious, which makes sense. Obviously, you didn't know what that was going on, but we had to make a choice.
So we ended up outside. Ripawam, shout out to Ripawam being the only field in the city of Stanford open.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine we start seeing the same faces. We start
started
making new
making
friends.
friends.
New
Yep.
friends, yeah.
But-
it was people from like everywhere coming to train
Everywhere.
at Ripawam.
We had our
Everywhere.
little section though. We held it down.
We held it down.
They kind of knew like this is where the
Yeah, we can't.
and
touch
we were XenHouse technically, but we weren't XenHouse.
XenHouse, yeah.
We didn't have a lot of apparel
We still
at
had
the time.
we still had the corny names then.
No,
We
we,
not-
we
we not-
didn't even have the name.
Nah.
we,
Yeah,
we
we
were
didn't-
just
that's what I'm
essentially.
saying. We
were
had the
just
corny. We had
three
the corny
motherfuckers out there training at the same time.
At the same damn time.
So pre names.
Yeah, the
corny
pre
names.
names.
We ain't gonna talk about those anymore.
So then I remember being out there, and I remember, boom, there's a sale at Dick's Sporting
Dick's Sporting
Goods.
Goods.
Norwalk, yep.
It's a barbell and 300 pounds worth of weight for $150.
It was and you remember how much you was charging for a bar
My
on
man,
the internet?
it was insane, and it was
300
back
for a
ordered.
barbell.
But when we heard that, I think we were all either at the field or not anywhere near
Yeah.
Norwalk.
And you
we
found a way
heard
to
that,
get there.
Up Norwalk, zooming. If I could
Who got
have,
it? Charlie got it, right?
Charlie
bought.
Charlie
Shout
bought-
out to Charlie.
Charlie
Recchio.
Recchio, yo, you
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
realest.
Charlie,
He
the
bought it for
homie.
one. He bought.
No, he bought it and I took it off. I already
Oh
had
yeah,
stuff.
he
Yeah.
had stuff. Okay,
I already had.
Charlie
I
just
already
brought
had a full
one.
set or two
He-
full sets.
yeah. So Charlie just bought a set because he felt like it was needed,
It was needed, yeah.
and he
And
was
then he
like,
didn't
"Yo,
want it
y'all take
anymore.
it."
yeah.
I bought a set. He bought a set.
bought
If
a
we
set.
could have bought more and then flipped it.
I drove.
That's true. Damn. Didn't think
I-
of that.
I didn't want to be selfish.
That's not selfish. That's
I drove
entrepreneurship,
to-
motherfucker.
I
Shit.
drove to Long Island to get the adjustable weights.
Same.
You remember them, John?
Yo,
I met up with a lady to get hers.
Weights. The
I drove to
adjustable
Long Island to
weights,
get
like,
the
What
90
are those
pound
called?
ones I have, the power blocks.
Power blocks. So.
Mm.
I went not.
So that's
the
another
wall,
layer
that
to
bitch.
it.
Fuck.
We rushed to Dick's Sporting Goods, bought those, boom. Then, Alex, I think you got them first, the power blocks.
Mhm.
He's like, fellas, look for power blocks. He then goes to Long Island. I'm the only one without them. I get on Facebook, I find some lady, I forget where I got it, maybe Greenwich.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like 400. I pulled up, bought them. So we all got power blocks
Them
now.
joints was not worth 400.
Right.
Yeah, nah. Well, at the time.
At the time, it
we
was
just
gold.
Needed it. We just needed
well,
it.
who the hell want to get a full fucking rack?
Yeah,
We
I
got-
That
felt-
shit was a rack and one, yo.
Yep.
So it worked
They
for the
got
time
us, yo.
being.
They
yo.
got
we
us.
got.
Then we bought bench. We all got a bench,
Mhm.
Facts.
Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. Them
right?
joints worked, yo. They didn't break.
They
They
didn't
still last.
still got them. Then we all got a cart that we pulled.
Amazon again.
Amazon. We had a big. Before that, the weights were
On
on
the
our back.
Carrying barbell on your back, or you? Oh my gosh!
It was
Dudes
a
are
lot
strong.
of time, yo. Like
And I was weak then. Shout out to my
we-
graves, yo.
Now I'm gonna have to stitch a picture
gonna
in
have
so
to,
they
yo.
can see
I
what
was
we're
weak,
talking
yo.
about.
had weak knees, yo.
I was hurt back then, yo, and I was carrying all that weight. That's
So-
crazy.
Crazy story, right? Like, I remember it was just a long week. And you remember I had bought the half-gallon jug to carry water in. Because before that, I was doing the 1 liter, 2 liter bottles,
Wasn't
right?
enough.
And by the time an hour came in, like,
Gone.
it was gone.
Especially when it was hot. When we got midsummer.
Actually, I'm gonna tell that story right now. So I pulled up with that joint, right? It's the Yeti half-gallon. So I pull up with it, right? And I remember just like drinking the water. We ain't gonna do what you did. I drink my water.
So
normal.
he didn't go above the shoulder.
I was waiting for everybody to go up.
I drink my water normal, right? And,
All right, I'm gonna get some footage. We'll find some
Right?
footage, yo.
And I remember I pulled up, right? I had my cart. I'm pulling the cart in, and it must have been, it had to have been like 92 that day.
It was 100.
It was
100 mans
92
out
on the
there.
turf, and the turf.
Yeah.
You
bought
see
out.
the heat on
You
the
saw the
turf
heat
like
wave.
this.
And I remember, right? I had put some Powerade in that joint with ice,
The ice hit different.
right? So I pull up, and I see Dez had 2 water bottles, right? Poland Spring.
Like the little bottles.
The little joints. So I see Dez drinking his water. I said, Dez, you gotta get one of these. He said, Ross, I'm good, big fella. Look, I'm good.
So he said,
I'm good, yo.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
He said, I don't need that. Stupid stuff. Right?
But he was
I don't know.
need that.
I don't know why I was so turned
So-
up. Why was I so mad at your
I don't
bottle?
know.
out in the
I
sun,
don't know.
cranky.
So
Out in the
anyway,
sun, hurt.
he's like, so I think we must have been like 2 hours in. We was training people back to back. That day we must have been out on the field for probably like 5 hours, right? So now I'm drinking my Powerade, and I see somebody looking at me from the corner of their eye.
I think I had ran out.
He ran out. He ran out of water, or they got hot.
Or they got warm.
They got
One or the
hot.
other.
It was
One of the two,
Yo,
boy.
it was past like what you should be drinking water at, whatever the temperature is, right? So I see Des looking. He said, "Yo, Ross, I'm gonna need a sip, dog." I said,
need
"Nah,
that.
drink your
Drink
1
your
gallon
hot
bottle."
Poland Spring.
Buddy took a sip. He said,
I said, whoa.
"Whoa."
I said, whoa.
He said the next day, I don't know
Purchase.
how Buddy got this.
Purchase.
Yo, I don't know how
Amazon.
he got that joint.
Amazon.
He had one the
I had a
next
gallon. I
day.
bought a gallon with ice.
Yo, with ice. Since
Water,
that day,
ice.
I don't think he's touched anything else.
Yo, if it's not in that joint, if it's not
Bruh.
in that can, I don't want it.
That joint
It
saved
was
you.
so good,
That
yo.
joint
Alex
saved your life.
said, Alex looked over, he said, I'm gonna need some too. Alex said, yeah, I'm
Yo,
gonna need some.
I need
We
that.
all had.
we all had one.
The joint, yo.
That Yeti saved my life.
Yeah,
yo.
it saved yours, changed my life.
It changed your
Still
life.
got it. Still got
Still
two
got
of them,
it.
So, right, continuing off of that, I remember because we were carrying barbell, I remember like barbell on my back, weights on the side, dragging the joint. No, that was before we even got the
No, before we got the carts.
before we even got the carts. Weight on my back, weights on my side,
Making multiple
carrying the
trips to the
dumbbells,
car and
making
back.
2-3 trips, right?
It
to
was
set
over
up.
50 yards.
Yo, 50
from where you
yards
parked the
of
car
where we
to where
parked.
you got to put your shit down.
Bro, that day, that whole week, I drove from New York to Stanford, from Stanford to Westport, from Westport to Fairfield, Fairfield back to Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
I got home, right? And Yoli was like, oh, babe, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm a little tired, but I'm going to do it. Bruh, I went to go reach down. My back, bruh, my back, like my back spasm. Yo,
I broke my back.
My back. Bruh,
Yeah.
I've never felt that kind of pain in my
Now you
Joint
know what our
move.
parents
My
and our
joint-
grandparents went through back in the day, boy.
My
On the move.
joint spazzed up. The whole weekend was canceled. So like them carts,
Yo,
lifesaver.
the main reason why I got that cart is because I had the 45-pound plates.
Yeah.
Was just iron. That real
That's-
fucking old school shit.
Mhm.
I was like, I cannot keep carrying these 2 or 1 at a time. I looked on Amazon. I found that fucking
Them
200-pound max load
Yo.
beach carts.
That
That
just
saved our life.
Fuck that.
yo.
And that's why we called it riding dirty. We were legit. I was driving with I got a small BMW 328.
That you
The
just got
barbell-
back. Tell the people.
The barbell just got it back. The barbell
Just got it back.
Just got it back.
Just got it back. Just got it back.
Just got it back. The barbell is going across from the passenger seat,
Wow.
almost past my head.
Dang,
I'm
yo.
riding dirty in the streets. If I was in an accident or something, that joint was upside my
This dude
head.
had a roll cage. That wasn't even really a roll cage.
For real. You remember those? Yo, it was rough. We were survival mode for real.
Yo, that's adversity strikes and you figure the
figured
fuck
it out.
out. Yo, that's exactly what we did.
What's-
It's adapting, honestly, at the end of the day. And then once the summertime really hit and it got hot, Dick's again had a tent or whatever on sale. And I bought a fucking 10 by 20 tent. I said, fuck that.
We had a little,
we
Gadget Alex.
yeah.
Yo,
We had a
Gadget
little section where we could get a break from the sun.
Yo,
Mhm.
needed that.
And I think that served its purpose. We needed that thing. And I just want to ask y'all, you got one quick fun, what's the funniest thing that happened while we were out on that field? I know I got a story.
Yeah, you got.
Damn, there's
I got a crazy story.
There's a
So
bunch.
I'm gonna tell it. I could tell it. I'm a. It's a
Condense it?
long story.
We're gonna make it.
Yeah, but we're gonna make it
I'm
short.
gonna make mine
Listen.
short.
And I ain't gonna say no names.
We can't.
Right? I ain't gonna say no names, but when they see this, they're gonna laugh because it's hilarious. So one day, right, I had a boy and a girl, and they were training together. Then the friends found out about it and they were like, damn, like I want to join. So his friend came in, and then her friend came, right? And I had 4 people in the group. It made sense. They all played the same sport.
Mhm.
Easy enough, right? Let's do it. So one day, I guess homie 1, let's say homie 1 wasn't really feeling, what homie 2 was talking about,
Okay.
right? So homie 2 had a lot of mom jokes and homie 1 just couldn't take it.
That's normal. We
That's
talk about
normal.
moms. We
Yeah.
talk about moms.
Every day.
Mrs.
That's
Joseph, how I be.
Wow.
How you be what?
Well, I didn't make no
Continue.
eye contact with you.
Yo, continue the story.
So,
Oh, okay.
like he wasn't really feeling it. So homie 1 decided to go off. He started calling them all types of names, which I'm not cursing right now, but you could think of,
Okay.
right? And one thing led to another. Homie 2 got punched in the face. Now, I look over at the girls. They like this. Everybody shook, right? So they're looking at me to fix it. I just said, listen, I'm a guy. Boys, if you have a problem, you guys got to figure it out. Figure out what you want to figure out.
Dude.
If you want to brawl,
What
brawl.
movie was that when they Fight Club?
Fight Club.
Fight Club Brawls.
Yeah, Fight Club outside in COVID. But listen,
COVID
like
Fight Club,
competition is competition. If you got to fight it out, sometimes you need to fight it
That's
out.
what you need to do. Talking
And that
ain't
story led to a whole another 2-hour story, which we ain't gonna talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was probably like my funniest story. And
Somebody getting punched in the face.
Somebody getting punched in the face.
Violence.
I also popped a tire on the highway. Yeah.
That was it.
Damn, I
What you
got
got?
too many, yo.
You got.
I'm not gonna say no names, but someone who's terrified of dogs, and another client brought his puppy at the time.
Which was a little tiny
was
dog.
a little tiny dog at the time, probably like I don't know, two months old.
Chill
So-
out, yo. Now it's coming back
So
to me.
now this one client is training, and he's doing his stuff, and the puppy is right here, and the puppy is a rambunctious puppy. Puppies, they just want to
Puppies
play.
is puppy.
Right.
But this person don't like dogs at all. So I said, let the puppy go. Me, instigator. I said, let the puppy go. And he's like, nah. I said, just let the puppy go. And the client is like, stop playing. And right when he said stop playing, that's when you know.
You know.
You got
Yo,
And there's
keep
no
going.
smile. There's no smile. There's like this.
He'd be like, oh, it's a puppy. So I'm like, what the fuck? You not really about to, man, I had buddy let go of this puppy. I've never seen this kid run so fucking fast. I got
We've been
the
trying to
footage.
get him to run fast.
got
I
footage?
got the full footage of the whole thing, too.
We might have to clip that in.
I
Yo.
got
Yeah,
fuck
that
it.
in.
We gotta figure it out.
Gotta figure it out.
We got to figure it out.
But this dude ran all over Ripplewam doing the L drill, doing the pro agility. He probably ran the fastest 40 in the NFL combine history, running from this puppy. To the point where he ran in between people training on the other side of the field and jumped over the fence, almost got his pants caught on the fence because he worried about the dog. And the dog just like, I'm trying to play, motherfucker.
That's basically what the dog was saying.
Yo, the dog basically like, I'm just trying to play. And this dude over here like, oh, get your dog, get your dog, get your dog, get your dog. I'm like,
get your dog, get your dog, get your dog.
I'm like, this shit is a 2-month-old baby and he just want to play. You running?
We got to get that footage, yo.
Oh my, I definitely got it. I got to pull it, but that's one of the funniest, but there's a lot of stories.
It's a lot of stories.
You actually had a fight club too, but we'll talk about that.
No, we're not talking about that fight club. That's different.
That's
we're
a different kind of fight club.
We're not going to bring that one up.
It's a lot. It's a lot of
There's
stories,
a lot of stuff.
though.
The funniest story I had is there was a person that was using the bathroom, right? Asked me to use the bathroom. Now, they kept the bathrooms locked, I think, on purpose.
No.
Bathrooms there were porta potties, actually.
There were
porta potties were there.
Actual bathrooms were locked. But porta potties was open.
Was there, okay. So this person, I had her, now you know it's a her. I had her.
Just going to leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. I had her maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So day one of that week, this person asked me to use the bathroom. I was like, yeah, use the bathroom. Okay. I see that the person went towards the woods. I was like, all right, well, I get it.
Privacy.
I get it. Went to the woods. So second day comes around. This person is like, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like, okay, you know what to do.
Yeah, why you
asking me? You did it before.
Go.
Right? Buddy goes use the bathroom. Comes back. Right? But she just looks confused. It's like confusion. I'm like, oh, everything okay? She's like, yeah, you know, I use the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, okay, what's going on? And she's like, yeah, this one was okay, but the last time, you know, I said, the last time, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, I took a shit. So it all came back to me. I said, so a couple of days ago, you took a shit, right? In the woods. There's no toilet paper.
Disgusting.
She's like, yeah, no. I said, there's no toilet paper. Then you came back and you continued training?
Yo.
It was within the first 15 minutes.
You got doo-doo sweaty butt?
The girl doo-dooed in the woods. She didn't wash her hands. She didn't wipe.
That's wild, bro.
She continued the rest of the session. God bless her soul.
God bless her soul, yo.
And then this is days later, I'm finding out. That was the funniest thing.
You want to know what's crazy? There's been a lot of doo-doo at Ripple.
There's doo-doo unaccounted for.
You had doo-doo on your bag. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you remember that?
He had doo-doo on his bag. I was like, you know, when you smell, I'm like, yo, where is this smell coming from?
Doo-doo everywhere.
Doo-doo in the parking lot, and Alex accidentally rolled his bag over the doo-doo.
There's a lot of doo-doo.
COVID was, people were really riding dirty.
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean,
COVID was a fucked up year. Just the whole shit.
Yeah, it was
shitty.
It propelled us. It was shitty.
Yeah, chill.
It propelled us where we needed to be, but there was some wild stuff happening.
Chill. But at the end of the day, we figured it the fuck out.
Right.
And this is where we are today. You look back now and the shit that we had to go through, most people would have been, I'm telling you, they would have given up.
Yeah, they would have gave up.
We could definitely do another episode on more stories, but
yeah, we're gonna leave it to those stories.
We're gonna leave it to that.
Simple,
but 2020, which about 3 years ago, you know, helped shape us to where we are now. We never had this thought right here. What we're doing right now. So,
more of the story, you gotta go with the flow. Like, figure it out. Don't panic. Panic later when you know something really bad is going down. But if you don't fucking know, like, no one knew what the fuck was happening. We just went with the flow. Mm-hmm. And God willing, we ain't get sick.
Yeah, we stay safe.
Our loved ones ain't get sick like that. But, you know, for some people, it wasn't as fortunate. But at the same time, you know, we took care of ours. We got home, did proper precaution after what I did. Washed my hands, took my clothes off, left it outside, and then threw it in the wash. I had a full routine. I never got COVID, so I feel like I'm
Allegedly.
You know,
Did everything you could.
Never got nothing. I got grades though.
And with that being said, we signing out. Episode 26, y'all.
26.
This dude is sick.